This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
The 11th, 1999 at Spring Stampede has made history.
Wow, there you have it. DDP getting the world title, three-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Diamond Dallas Page is here with us right now. Wow, man, it's good to see you in person, man.
Good to be here, man.
I feel like I could take you, though.
No. Don't feel too much.
Okay,
Don't feel that too much.
You still got it?
I still got it.
You still got it, man.
58 years young, man.
Wow.
And freaking unstoppable.
You look awesome, bro. You look awesome, man. And, you know, we've been talking about you coming by all week because, you know, OQ is your biggest fan. Yeah. Like, I think he might have a face tattooed on his chest.
Oh, wow.
That's how big of a fan.
Thank you, Sway. That's what I say.
But you made a big transition from wrestling into yoga.
Well, you know, I don't ever call what I do yoga. I call it DDP Yoga and tagline it ain't your mama's yoga.
It ain't your mama's yoga.
It ain't your mama's yoga.
Yo, how did you ever get into yoga? Like, what was the definitive moment?
Well, Sway, you got to understand the first 42 years of my life, I'm a guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga.
Yeah.
But I didn't start wrestling until I was 35.
True.
My career did not take off until I was 40. So that was 1996, and the Monday Night Wars went, and it just exploded. What's really cool is you're getting to relive that on the WWE Network right now because they got the Monday Night Wars every Tuesday night, as a matter of fact. But that was an amazing time. We took over the cable ratings. Out of the top 10 shows, we had 4 in the top 10 every week on cable, and normally it was the top 3 was between the WCW and the WWE.
DDP Yoga.
Ain't your mama's yoga.
It ain't your mama's yoga.
So here's what happened.
Okay,
I'm on fire, 96, 97, 98. I go from obscurity, nowhere. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Stone Cold Steve Austin was number 1. I was number 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I was living a dream at a different level. Just signed a multi-million-dollar 3-year deal, and then bang, I blow my back out like bad.
Wow.
I actually ruptured my L4 and L5 so badly that 3 of the top specialists in the world said my career was over. Now, again, I'm a guy who ain't doing yoga, but it's all I could do. Mm-hmm. And I had rehabbed back 2 shoulder surgeries and 2 knee surgeries, so I knew quite a bit about rehab. I knew quite a bit about breaking up scar tissue. So I'm going to the rehab for my back. Mm-hmm. And at the time, Kimberly, we were married at the time, and she was like begging me, just try it. And finally, I got some VHS tape, and first few of them, I couldn't follow it at all. Yeah. And then finally, I tapped in on one that I could, follow the moves, and nobody like modified anything. Everybody was like a pretzel and like crazy shape. And it frustrated the hell out of me. So I had to figure out ways to modify around it. And within the first 3 weeks, I felt pretty damn good. I was feeling like way better.
You felt stronger.
More flexible, which makes you feel younger.
Yeah.
Especially when you're 42 bouncing around the ring like I did. And then one night I just mixed it with the rehab. And I went, wow, that sort of works. And then I threw in old school calisthenics, push-ups, squats, crunches. And I did them in a slow burn movement. Instead of just going up and down, up and down, up and down, I started to lower for 3, hold for 3, come up for 3. In the beginning, I had to do that on my knees. Eventually, I got off my knees. Eventually, those 3-second push-ups became 5. 5 became 10. 10 became sets of 10. And then I figured out something that no one really pays attention to.
What's that?
Every time you flex or engage a muscle, think of when you're lifting weights or doing a bodybuilding exhibition. Every time you flex or engage a muscle, your heart has to beat faster to get the blood to the muscle.
Yeah.
So standing still, I can take my heart rate from like 80 to 130, like in less than a minute.
Wow.
Just flex. It's like you laying down, your heart rate's at the lowest. You sit up, it gets higher. You stand up, you walk, you run, higher. Just like engaging muscles standing still. So DDP Yoga is kick-ass cardio, dramatically increase your flexibility and strengthen your core like never before with minimal joint impact. In less than 3 months, doing what would become DDP Yoga, I was back in the ring. At 42, they said my career is over. That highlight you played at the beginning, that's when I was 43 years old.
Yeah, man. DDP, man. I want to ask you a couple of questions about DDP Yoga before I try it out. And by the way,
Now, wait. Are you seriously going to try it out?
not here.
But hey, if I send it to you,
If you send it to me, I will
kick
try. I promise you, I'll try it out.
But
if you
first of all,
send it to me.
as Yoda would say, there is no try. There is only to do.
No, we got a lot in common. You blew your back out. I've blown out a few backs. So I want to talk about that. All right. You want to talk to DDP? 888-742-3345.
You're going to watch DDP Yoga become a household name.
Absolutely.
You're going, oh, God, why wasn't I a part of that?
I like that. Diamond Dallas Page is here. That's when you made your recent appearance on NBC's Shark Tank. And to date, now I don't know if this information is accurate, but it says DDP Yoga profited $2.6 million and today has broken the $3 million mark.
No, we just broke 13 million.
Oh! Wow.
Sorry.
That's it.
So much for that.
That was actually a little bit dated there, but when we went on to Shark Tank, that was people go, you didn't get a deal, man. I don't know what they were thinking, or oh man, you didn't do well, you didn't get a deal. I'm like, I didn't get a deal. We had sales of $1 million in 6 days. And it's really because if something like that, it works. We brought on the disabled veteran. Did you ever see that video?
Yeah.
He was on. They brought the disabled, Arthur Borman on with me, and you could see the guy go from 5'6", knee braces, back brace, wrap around, walking canes for 15 years, and at the end of that video, he's running. He ran out of the back. And they showed a little clip of what he was beforehand, and they were like, you're the same guy. He's the same guy. It's real. And what I'm doing is changing lives right now.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you, what have doctors, physicians, or chiropractors, or, people in the profession, what have they said about your technique?
A lot of them that know about it put it onto all their patients. Again, that's why we're doing so well. I was in L.A. Doing some PR a couple weeks back, and we were at this restaurant. And on the way out, I watched this woman and her husband walk out, and then he brought her back. He's like, you want to meet him? He's right here. She goes, oh, my God, you're Diamond Dallas Page. Knows nothing about wrestling. She went, I've got you in my bedroom. She has the poster up.
Whoa.
She's a chiropractor. She turns everyone on to the program. And again, it's about healing your body and staying lean. Like I always say, when we got our own infomercial, we put it all together. You'll see it occasionally late night. DDP Yoga isn't about, hey, look at my abs. You can get those results, but that's not what it's about. It's about, hey, look at my life. I'm owning it. And so many people are beat up, so overweight, and they can't do the physical things, especially athletes. Mark Sclerette, he's for the ESPN announcer, ESPN football. He played 6 years, he played 12 years total at NFL, got 2 Super Bowl rings from the Broncos and 1 from the Redskins. Started my program a couple weeks ago. On the 3rd day, he called me up and he goes, I just got to tell you, bro, I just started it, but I already feel a difference. And then 10 days in, he put up a tweet and he said, today is the first time in years I have put on my pants without leaning on the wall or sitting on the bed. Progress at DDP Yoga.
Damn. Leaning on the wall.
It was bad before.
Who does that?
The guys that are really beat up.
Okay.
And that's who I can help.
Okay, OQ. Look, OQ has been, he's been slimming down in recent months. He's looking great. It's the first time we ever saw him wear colors like this, a light blue T-shirt. He's really feeling great about himself. He's a big fan of yours. He wanted to try DDP Yoga, but he's not that limber. Can you show him 1 or 2 techniques right now? Oh, you ready? Are you ready for this? Okay, is it all right? Can you demonstrate 1 or 2 techniques for him?
But as far as to break up scar tissue, or do you want to show about flexibility?
Flexibility.
Well, flexibility more than anything.
Oh, come over here, man. Oh, come over here. Let me clear out. Let me.
All right. For starters, all right, let me get
let me give him some space here.
Get a little space there.
Okay. All right.
I take pictures, everybody, so you can see them change as they move on. Okay. And the first one's the front and side. Just bend over, Q. Let's see how far, with your knees. This way. Just straight ahead. So you want to see how far you can go. Okay, you're right. His flexibility is limited. Yeah. Now we will take a picture. Like, this is my flexibility waking up in the morning, bro.
Damn, he just bent over and put his head between his knees,
And what that comes down to is just I've broken up all that scar tissue because I beat the living hell out of my body from 35 to 49.
Yeah.
How's it possible? What I want to see too now, because you're gonna do the workout, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna come back here. I'm coming back here in January. Matter of fact, I'm doing a workshop at Pure Yoga, which I never do yoga places for doing my workshops.
Yeah.
I do dojos. I do Gold's gyms. I do arenas. I don't do this is the first yoga place ever bringing me in.
Are you nervous? Like, they gonna be
No, I
watching
think
you.
it's funny because they know we're like I'm nothing like what you got in there. They're like we want you anyway. I'm like okay, and they pay me a lot of money to come in.
Okay, you need a sidekick?
Yeah, well, I like you to come by and go, for me you be my guest. You're gonna come.
All right.
You're gonna come and be my guest.
Yeah,
We're gonna hook you up. We're gonna get your pictures right now. We're just gonna see right now because you can't make somebody flexible.
Yeah.
They are where they are. All I want you to do is like pick up that left leg and see if you can pick it and hold
Go
on to
for
your
it,
knee. Your left leg, not mine.
Don't squeeze one out.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can you grab your foot? That's pretty good too. Okay, so that would be the picture though, because he can. That's what he
just
can
lifted
do.
up his left leg,
Well, just
standing on
to
his right.
show where he's at, because eventually his flexibility will do this, then it'll do this, and then before you know it, he'll be able to balance like that. This is all core strength.
Now, DDP, I got to explain what's happening. DDP is standing on his right foot. He's lifting his left leg with his left arm, and he's stretching it
over my
out.
head.
It's above his head right now, and he looks like a ballerina.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you look like a ballerina. It feels, you want to give it another shot? Oh, Q's going to try to lift his left leg without the wall. Oh, don't lean on the wall, man. All right, watch your head, too, man, in case you get it up there by the speaker. Always lifting his leg.
Look at that.
His foot is above about his waist high.
That's damn good, though. That's good.
man.
But you see, you have to know. You have to know. You have to know where you start.
Yeah.
And now what I'll do, because I'll be in direct contact with him.
Okay,
if you
good.
knew how many people that I work with that get the program, and if I see, like I just read the other day, this lady lost 47 pounds in like 3 months.
Yeah.
I found, so I know their names because they're on my team, DDP Yoga. So I call my boy Robert. Robert sends me her number. I call her up. She didn't answer her phone, but I left her a really awesome message. A lot of times they will answer her phone.
Yeah, you can communicate with the people that do your
I
exercise.
care, man.
Yeah.
I care
Man.
because if they're really doing it, over 20% of our sales every day is friends and family.
Yeah.
That means people are saying, no, you got to do this. And no one's going to just get it when you tell them to do it.
Yeah.
They want to see results. If they see you getting results, they're going, what you doing?
You said DDP Yoga. I want to open up the phone lines. We got a lot of people, even including some who've actually tried DDP Yoga that want to talk with you. 888-742-3345. Give us a call. Diamond Dallas Page is here. Sway in the morning. DDP is here. DDP Posse. We're talking about DDP Yoga. Man, this is very inspirational, bro. You make a guy like me want to get limber.
It isn't just limber. It's in shape. It's like an unstoppable shape. Like I always tell you, people say you don't lift weights anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's one, if you go to ddpyoga.com, where everything's at, it'll say DDP Yoga in the news. And if you run your mouse over that, it'll say DDP at 57 years young. Now this I did all last year. You know what a superhero push-up is?
Yeah.
You lay on your stomach, for you guys who don't know. You reach your arms straight out in front of you. Lift your palms off the ground, lift your feet off the ground. Now bring your toes to the ground, bring your hands with your elbows straight, and lift your body 8 inches off the ground.
You can do that?
I got 50 of them on film.
Wow. 50 straight?
50 straight.
Yo, how does it improve like your sex life?
Well, ask my fiance. She's pretty smoking hot.
Okay, let me ask her. Have you noticed any improvement?
He already came that way.
When you say he already came that way, I'm joking. But physically, have you noticed more stamina maybe, or
For 58, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, wait, but tell them where you started, baby. Tell them where you started. When you first started the program, where were you at? Step in.
What do you mean?
Wait. Tell them where your body. Tell them where you started.
32 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm 50 years old. I just had my 50th birthday. And everyone everyone always asks me if I do anything else besides DDP Yoga because I'm so muscular, but femininely muscular.
Yeah.
And I tell them, no, absolutely not.
Wow.
But I lost 18 pounds initially within, it was the first 3 months. Then I kind of sat at that weight for a little bit, was doing the program for 6 straight months. And then I decided to do the eating program also, which is gluten-free, dairy-free, no GMOs. And within 13 weeks, without dieting, without increasing my workouts, I dropped 11 pounds in 13 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Without dieting.
And at 30,
Wow,
when
thank
she
you.
was 32 pounds heavier, she was smoking hot.
Yeah.
You know, she
was
just
a
more
bombshell.
She was more voluptuous. That's
Yes.
all.
And you're limber too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Got you a winner, DDP. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. How you doing? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
How you doing? I got a question for DDP.
Yep.
What's up, man?
What's going on? I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of these old wrestlers and stuff too, and it just seems like that when they get to a certain age, they can wrestle because it's joint health, it's ligament health, and all that. And I see what you're doing and respect that.
Thank you. You see what happened with Jake Roberts, right? You follow that story at all?
What happened with Jake? Go ahead, OQ, you want to chime in?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just diagnosed with cancer, right?
Well, they did skin cancer. He diagnosed,
Okay.
and he got that out, and now they're checking in his lungs right now. But my story about Jake, I started a story about Jake, the resurrection of Jake the Snake. We've been filming the documentary we filmed it for 18 months from him literally in a crack house almost, you know, and brought him out of that. He was addicted to crack, coke, bows, and pills, and go cold turkey off that. Moved in with me. He was up to 307 pounds.
Wow.
He lost 65 pounds. His whole life turned around. Now, he had some bumps along the way because, most addicts, they fall, but Jake got right back up.
Mm-hmm.
And we followed him all the way to the Hall of Fame. On April 5th, which is my 58th birthday, I inducted Jake Roberts into the Hall of Fame. It was amazing, inspirational. That story is so inspirational. You can believe anything can happen if you watch that.
We got Knowledge on the line from Georgia. Go ahead, Knowledge. What would you like to say to DDP?
All right, first of all, I want to say what's the OQ super producer, but Jake the Snake was a real good wrestler. Now, back to this real story. Hey, Diamond Dallas Page, I commend you on this because I have a girlfriend that bought your workout. I thought it was some bullshit. It really worked. I was like, no, that's Diamond Dallas Page. That's some old bullshit. But as she was doing it, she had lost massive weight. I commend you on that.
Well, thank you, man. To me, that's the best. That's the best PR anybody can say. DDP Yoga ain't no bullshit, and I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, right. All right, OQ, go ahead, man. I know you want to ask him one or two things.
No, I was just curious how sessions doing the yoga, how many times?
Wait, what'd you call it? What'd you call it?
Sessions?
No, the what?
Yoga, you said,
Oh, DDP Yoga.
Okay,
yeah. So how many times a week do we have
to get body slammed, though?
do DDP Yoga, and how long, to see results?
Well, I start everybody at 20 minutes because I know 20 minutes when you're first starting workout, that can be a long time.
Right.
And I start people at 3 days a week, 20 minutes a day. But I tell them if you do that, you can change. You'll start changing the way you feel you start changing your body. But if you do it 40 minutes and you do it 4 days a week, you start to change your life.
Mm-hmm.
You do it an hour a day, 5 days a week, plus you own your life. So it's like, think of that, 5 hours in 7 days, 24 hours, do the math. It's like nothing. But if you do get to that point and the people who have amazing success, and I have the greatest success ratio with my program, I'm not one of these, and I won't say the company because it's a really big company, but everybody knows who they are. They do all the infomercials. They audition people. I mean, they audition 1,000 people to come in to do their program. Then they give them the food. I don't do that. Mine's organic. Yeah. I get people started with the program, show them there's 5 different choices to eat. You can eat calorie counting, you can do paleo, you can do what we do is no GMOs. Most people don't even know what that means.
Let's break that down. That's an acronym for
genetically modified organisms. And what they've done is they've changed our food. You want to know why we have such... When I was growing up, again, I'm 58, but if someone told me someone had a peanut allergy and they were going to die by kissing someone who had peanut butter on lips, I'd think they were smoking crack, But now, back when you had an allergy here, someone had a sniffle there. Today, these kids don't have allergies. They have pages of allergies. Where did that come from? Look at the food. They have genetically changed wheat, dairy, soy, corn. They've changed everything.
Meat.
The meat for grass-fed cows. There's a concept, but they don't do that. You got to look for grass-fed beef.
Yeah. I saw a YouTube video of chickens that they grew, that they were growing with no heads and 6 wings.
Yeah.
You ever see that?
Well,
What?
There's been some freak,
and that's the kind of
things.
food you're getting in the grocery stores a lot of time, or the fast food places.
Right.
Real quick, is there any cardio involved in
It's
this?
all cardio because I got you engaging muscles as you're moving. Like if you put your thumb and index fingers together, just like the diamond, all right? And if you push really hard, push hard, don't let me open your finger, don't let me do that. Push. See how the inside of your hand, your forearm, and your bicep have to engage?
Oh, yeah.
Now straighten now straighten your arms straight out in front of you. Now pull your pinkies away from your thumb. Pull them away. This is your pushing here.
What's my pinky? Which
you're
one
pushing.
is the pinky?
These are your pinkies.
Okay.
Like this. Open your hand wide. Here. Let's change up. Do this.
Help me out.
Feel my hand. Feel my hand like that. Okay. Now feel it like that.
Oh, okay.
Now you see when I open my hand, I see how every muscle engages there?
Yeah.
So open your fingers wide.
Okay.
And push your thumb and index fingers against each other. You means you got to turn your fingers in.
Okay.
There. Push hard. There. That's what I'm talking. No, come on. Get it. Sway. There. That's what I'm talking about. Now pull those pinkies away far. They say your forearm, your triceps, and your delts engage. Now create resistance as you're moving, taking them back.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Take it back. Now bring your arms out to a T, brother. Put your fists tight. Hulk it up. Attention. Shoulders back, chest out. Eddie.
Wow, man, I got fired up right there, DDP.
That's what I'm talking
Buddy,
about.
knock a motherfucker out. Sorry, my bad.
No, fuck it. That works for me. It ain't your mama's fucking yoga. That's the bottom line.
DDP Yoga, man. Thank you for coming through, bro.
It's a pleasure, man. Anybody want to know what we're doing, go to ddpyoga.com and check it out. Q, I got you. You in?
I'm in.
All right. I'm going to line you both up.
Okay, hook it up. ddpyoga.com. That's DDP right there, the legend, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shea 45.